Last night, you were being chased by your third grade teacher on a bicycle through a supermarket, and you were wearing a sombrero for absolutely no reason. And the worst part? While all of this was happening, you thought it was completely normal. No questions asked, no confusion, just, yes, obviously my teacher is chasing me through a supermarket. This makes sense. Carry on. Dreams are the weirdest thing your brain does. And your brain does a lot of weird things. But here's what gets me. You spend 1/3 of your entire life asleep, and a huge chunk of that time, your brain is just making stuff up. Random stuff, bizarre stuff, stuff that would get you fired if you described it at work. So why? Why does your brain do this? What is the actual point of dreams? Scientists have been trying to figure this out for literally thousands of years. And the answer, when they finally started finding it, is weirder than any dream you've ever had. Okay, first, what actually happens when you fall asleep? You'd think your brain just turns off, rests, takes a little vacation. No, absolutely not. When you fall asleep, your brain gets more active in certain ways, specifically during a stage called REM sleep, rapid eye movement, which, by the way, is called that because your eyes are literally darting around under your eyelids like you're watching a tennis match, while you're asleep, fully unconscious, just your little eyeballs going back and forth. During REM sleep, your brain lights up like a Christmas tree. The visual cortex, firing. The emotional center, firing. The memory system, firing. But here's the hilarious part. The one part that goes quiet during REM sleep, the prefrontal cortex, the logical part of your brain, the part that says, hey, this doesn't make sense. Hey, that's not real. Hey, why are you wearing a sombrero? That part, completely offline, gone, checked out, on vacation. So your brain is generating all these wild images and emotions and scenarios with zero logic filter running, which is why you can be running from a giant pizza and think, yes, this is fine. Now here's where it gets interesting. Scientists have been fighting about this for decades, like really fighting. Academic beef, research paper beef, conference room beef, because nobody fully agrees on why we dream. But here are the best theories, and they're all kind of mind-blowing. Theory 1. Dreams are your brain's emotional dishwasher. During the day, stuff happens to you. Good stuff, bad stuff, embarrassing stuff, traumatic stuff. And your brain needs to process all of that, sort it, file it, deal with it. During REM sleep, your brain replays emotional memories, but this time without the stress hormones attached. Basically, it's re-experiencing difficult things in a safe environment, turning down the emotional volume on painful memories. People who get good REM sleep tend to wake up less bothered by the same things that upset them the night before. Dreams might literally be your brain doing therapy on itself, while you sleep, for free, which is honestly better than most therapy. Theory 2. Dreams are a threat simulator. This one is genuinely wild. Have you noticed that most dreams are stressful? Being chased, falling, showing up somewhere unprepared, teeth falling out. Almost nobody dreams about just sitting quietly and having a nice cup of tea. Some scientists think this is on purpose. Your brain is running disaster simulations while you sleep, practicing for threats, rehearsing fear responses, testing your reactions. Like a fire drill, but for your entire life. Your brain running simulations of terrifying scenarios so that when real danger happens, you're not completely useless. So next time you dream about showing up to an exam you didn't study for, your brain is technically helping you, just in the most stressful way possible. Here's another thing dreams do that nobody talks about. They help you remember. During REM sleep, your brain is consolidating memories from the day, deciding what to keep, what to delete, what to connect to things you already know. Studies show that people who sleep after learning something remember it significantly better than people who don't. And the people who got more REM sleep? Even better. Your brain is literally studying while you sleep, without your permission, without your awareness, just quietly filing away everything that happened today into the right boxes. And sometimes, while it's doing all this filing, It accidentally connects things in weird ways. Takes a memory from 5 years ago and mixes it with something that happened yesterday. Throws in a random face you saw on the street. Adds a sombrero for reasons unknown. And that's your dream. It's not prophecy. It's not your subconscious trying to tell you something deep. It's your brain's filing system having a very busy, very chaotic night shift. Okay, let's talk about the specific weird dreams everyone has, because they're not random. Teeth falling out, one of the most common dreams in the world. Every culture, every country, everyone. Scientists think it's linked to anxiety about appearance, communication, or feeling out of control. Your brain picked teeth specifically because losing them feels like a very visible, very public failure. Your brain is dramatic like that. Showing up somewhere with no pants, also universal, also anxiety. Specifically, fear of being exposed, fear of people seeing you as you really are. Your brain chose no pants because it's the most obvious metaphor possible. Your brain is not subtle. Falling. Almost everyone has this one. Happens most often when you're just falling asleep, called a hypnic jerk. Your brain misinterprets the feeling of your muscles relaxing as actually falling, and then panics, causing you to kick yourself awake, sometimes kicking the person next to you, traumatizing them. You're welcome. Flying. The good one. Finally. Flying dreams are linked to feelings of freedom, confidence, or being in control, which means if you dream about flying, your brain thinks you're doing pretty well. Congratulations, your brain likes you today. So here's the truth about dreams. Your brain is not broken. It's not random. It's not trying to confuse you. Every single night, while you're completely unconscious, your brain is working harder than you ever give it credit for. Processing your emotions, running threat simulations, filing your memories, connecting ideas, doing therapy on itself. And it does all of this automatically, without being asked, without being thanked, without getting paid. Your brain is honestly the hardest working thing you own, and you spend half your time complaining about it. Tonight, when you go to sleep and your brain starts projecting some absolutely unhinged scenario involving your third-grade teacher and a sombrero, just remember, it's not being weird, it's doing its job. A very, very weird job. But still, sweet dreams. If this video made you think about your brain differently, share it with someone who had a weird dream recently. That's everyone. Share it with everyone. And subscribe, because next week we're asking another question your brain never thought to ask about itself. See you then.